Why don't you want kids? I'll be the black sheep here. I didn't want kids until I saw my daughter born for every single reason you all have listed above. Once I saw those bright blue eyes look straight at me 30 seconds after she came into this world, it was a wrap. I melted. Being a father has been by far the best damn job title there is. She's 4 now, and every day with her is such a precious gift. Money, emotional labor requirements, have to be nurtured, and even if I do everything right, there's zero guarantee that they will take care of me upon aging. Since it is both legally and, more importantly, morally wrong to force our children to take care of us upon aging, I'm not willing to invest the time, money and emotional labor into children, because kids aren't given a choice to be born or not. I'm bringing a life into this world that is subject to pain, sickness, trauma, grief, sadness, etc. While life may have its ups, I couldn't sleep knowing that I inevitably brought them into the situation of whatever hardship they might face. So many reasons, but 3 big ones. 1. The average cost of raising a child in the US where I live is $300,000 before the age of 18. And then you have to pay for college. 2. Too many murky genes in my pool. Mental illness, high blood pressure, addiction, etc. 3. Kids are sticky. They're expensive, a lot of responsibility, I don't have a nurturing bone in my body, the world is fucking terrible, I enjoy spending money on myself, I enjoy impromptu trips, I don't like when things cry and scream, I don't like changing diapers, holy shit, the list goes on and on. I don't have the time, money, or energy to devote to raising one. I don't have a partner to trust with, and share in, their care. And I don't believe that I have the ability or mindset to raise one, and I don't think it's fair to gamble on another's life to find out if I'm wrong. I am not a hermaphrodite, so can't have one by myself. Kid needs a mother and a father, so again, not possible. Can't imagine the responsibility I would have for the rest of my life, can't financially afford it, don't want to ruin my body, and I found pregnancy and childbirth scary. I barely have enough free time to do the things I need to do, never mind enjoy. I don't have the energy or time for kids. I have shitty genetics too, so won't be cursing more humans with that either. Can't wait to get my uterus removed so I can fling it against a wall. You completely lose your identity in the process, to the point I can't give up the person I've spent decades building. Also, you can even take a shower without having to keep an eye on them or do anything without constantly caring for them. No personal space. For the same reason I don't have any number of things, because I don't want them. I firmly believe children should only be had by people who wholeheartedly want to be a parent. I just don't have that urge. It's that simple. There's no deeper meaning. I have pretty severe epilepsy and would rather not pass that on to somebody. Second, I am a pretty selfish person. If I'm honest, I'd rather not give up 18 years of my life. Lastly, the world is incredibly depressing and difficult to live in. Life is already tremendously difficult. Plus, I'm worried about the state of the world, which seems to be getting worse. I'm worried I'll be deeply lonely if I have them and my expectations don't go to plan. Also, possible autism and illness. I like free time and dollar. It's more time and lifestyle than anything. But I think about how quickly I'd go from well off to budgeting hard if we wanted kids. Daycare is about $1,500 per kid a month here, lol. Most parents are not qualified to be parents. Not only do I recognize that I am not qualified, I understand how cruel it would be to bring an innocent life into the awful existence that is Earth in 2023. I don't have the healthiest body. Not talking about my lifestyle. Just how I am naturally. I don't want to risk passing on my crappy genes and make another person suffer for the rest of their life. I don't want to be a parent. Life is hard enough, and I can't even imagine being able to raise a little human with all the love and patience it takes without it fully draining who I am as a person. To quote Daniel Tosh, would you like me to fix all the environmental problems on the planet? I can do it. The solution is simple, you won't help, that's the real problem. Stop having kids. I don't feel I have the patience or temperament to raise a child the way they should be raised. I also like having more disposable income and free time. Plus, I love being an aunt. I had a traumatic childhood and have a dysfunctional family. I also have narcissistic tendencies. I can never care enough for a child to raise them. I also hate children, because I'm not financially, emotionally, and physically ready to raise one. With the economy right now, everything is expensive. It's also a huge responsibility to have. Kids mean nothing to me. I value my time, my sleep, my money, and my relationship with my husband. All of which could easily be damaged or broken by these kids. I taught for 11 years. I just couldn't picture spending all day with kids and then coming home to more kids. A lot of teachers do it, but I have no clue how. I just don't feel an inclination or obligation to have any. Not that I hate children or anything, I spoil my nieces and nephew when I have the chance. First it was because my mom was awful, second it was because I am afraid of being a married single mom. So many things that could go wrong, through pregnancy and then in childhood. I don't think I have it in me to take that chance or responsibility. My wife is a little older than me and we've decided just to enjoy life ourselves and use the money we would spend on a kid for our own future. Because I have already had them for 15, they got all sorts of attitude now and remind me of me. It's time for them to go. I've SC Lupus medical bills are going to expand and I don't want to risk passing on these shit genes. I don't think I would be a good parent. I did not have great role models. I also am a carrier for a congenital defect. A man once said, "Oh, I have 3 kids and no money. Why can't I have no kids and 3 money?" And that spoke to me. Isn't it similar to asking why don't you want a strawberry cupcakes? In short, it's a preference I don't like. 1. Cost, stress, lack of sleep, no time for my own interests. I got a vasectomy back in April. I'm sterile, baby. I would rather not live the rest of my life in debt. Looks like lots of fun, but I'm okay with being Andy. I'm scared that I'm going to be just like my mother and I don't want to fuck them up the way she fucked me up. Just thinking about them growing up with me, bonding and then leaving once they're older makes me sad, lol. Because they're gonna grow up and ask the same annoying question that gets asked every 3 days. I'm struggling to feed myself as it is. It would be fucked up to bring a baby into this world. How can I raise a happy, functional adult when I myself am not a happy, functional adult? I enjoy my free time and money, and the world doesn't need more of me running around. Mostly due to my family's generational trauma. I couldn't imagine passing this down, because I already raised 3 to adulthood and have in my mind met my quota. It seems cruel to bring them into this world, and plus I can't stand them, because I don't want them exploited for their labor, first and foremost. Because I'm not a fan of them, I like my freedom. And they're expensive, because I want the UCS out and Millennium Falcon all for myself, because they grow up and ask this question on Reddit every 4 days. I can't stand them, and mini-me running around would be a devil. Just seems like such a slog and expense taking care of them. Many reasons, but the first was due to childhood trauma.